Hello everyone, welcome back. This is your reading for Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. And we do have the new moon coming in tonight. Whoops. Later this evening, I think it's like 8:55, I forget, maybe 8:55 p.m. Pacific, so close to midnight Eastern time, and it's at 18 degrees of Taurus. So let's see, what would help you guys use the energy with this new moon in order to manifest for the next couple of weeks or beyond? Okay, Seven of Wands reversed, Two of Cups, and the Chariot reversed. Let me bring the card or the camera down a little bit. So, well, on one level, the Seven of Wands reversed, I think, would be to give up needing to, just take a stand against everything. Pick your battles. Pick your battles is definitely, I think, the thing that needs to be looked at. Because with the card upright, we have challenges, but we also have the need to stand up for ourselves. Well, what if you're just overwhelmed with that and you're feeling like giving up? Maybe even feeling a little overly protective around what you've created in the past. But because we do have the Two of Cups here in the center as the theme, and it's Mars in Cancer no less, so there is that wanting to come together and that wanting for each other to be sensitive. Now, because this card is, you can see the caduceus there, it's often the relationship between a patient and a doctor of some type or a therapist of some type. So coming together with a therapist or a doctor could be really, really useful if you can let go of feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're in therapy for anxiety and feeling overwhelmed. And that's a good thing. Any type of therapy where you can understand your inner processes is a really wonderful thing to go through. And then with the Chariot, it's also ruled by Cancer, of course. I like to look at this card as that need to find the right middle way and stay in touch with your center so that you're not coming from your ego. So that you're manifesting from your inner being, which doesn't bring through all the tension that the ego brings through, because the ego has to be right, has to be perfect, has to be in control, right? Well, when this card is reversed, oh God, and I said car, yeah, so there's a Freudian slip there. This card can have to do with letting go of the need to let go of control, especially if you're feeling a little too hypervigilant, because it doesn't bode well for happy relationships. So with this as possibly being a vehicle, you definitely want to be careful on the road today. If you're having to drive, or if any little vehicle, can be a bike, a scooter, a razor, or whatever, anything. And maybe we could say even walking, just walking, because there is movement to this card. So we do want to be careful when this card comes through reversed, because it can be that there's a lack of control and not sure of the right direction to go. This is also, when this card comes through reversed, it's also my card for passive aggression, which is still aggression, and people don't like it. People can't stand passive aggression in relationships. So maybe this is something you're working through with a therapist today, and it also just could be that you're dealing with someone who is, maybe you're the one that's in the middle holding space for this friend who is being a little hyper protective and not standing up for themselves in the right way, but instead they're wanting to poke at everyone else and blame, right? Because blaming and that whole victim persecutor triangle thing and rescuer and all of that, it's a mess. And if you get caught up in that, you're the one in the center trying to balance it out. Well, if you're a therapist, you're getting paid for it, and that's your job, and you should know how, you know how to do that. But if you're not, and you're trying to do your best to keep your heart open and meet this friend in the middle, well, at the when it's all done, you're just going to feel worn out and moody, and you will have proven to yourself that you did not take self-responsibility for standing up for yourself, which is hard when somebody's pulling on your heartstrings, because you can really understand what they're going through. But if you give them much more than 15 minutes of your energy, they're just going to pull you down, right? So there's that. So there's something to do with healthy boundaries today, really healthy boundaries. And to love yourself and say no, to them in whatever way, like I don't have any more time. I can't talk about this anymore. Is actually a loving thing, because if you're loving yourself, you're teaching them how to love themselves with that, just the vibration that you're putting out. Yeah, let's see if I can get anything else. On the mundane levels, it's very possible that there's a travel problem, and but not really, because there's somebody to talk to and hang out with that you might turn out to be a best friend. There's definitely a meeting of the hearts. I love having the Two of Cups here in the center. And, Mars and Cancer, there's that movement to come together, but when the movement can't move physically, then we stop, and here we are, connected in the heart with whomever we're with. Or maybe this is just yourself and you're healing your own heart as you're sitting in the airport waiting, or whatever's going on. Now, of course, with the Seven of Wands being ruled by Mars and Leo wants its own way and is willing to fight for it. When it's reversed, we've got major ego issues and just giving up. But if you're stuck at an airport, you have to give up, because you don't have any, well, I guess the only thing you do is go out and rent a car if you're close enough, or rent a car and get back home. I don't know. It all depends. Yeah. So, yeah. Travel problems are always challenging when you're not the one driving and you are, you're not the one in control. So, and then you can get stuck in traffic, and who's got control over that? No one. So, okay, well, that's all I have. Thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and happy new moon. Bye.